Yo, what's going on here? Travis Stetzel from TravisStetzel.com. Wanted to do a quick little video, just a quick tip on something that can take your results to the next level, no doubt about it. Kind of get this question all the time, and I ask people this question, they always return with, no, I'm not doing this. So if you can just implement this one thing into your program, I guarantee you'll start seeing better results. What am I talking about? I'm talking about having a battle plan, okay? You hear it all the time. You need to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail, okay? Simple as that. You need to have some sort of guide that you're following. Even if you don't have a certain program that you bought or a different program that you're following with somebody else, you need to be tracking your progress with a battle plan, all right? So what I got is I just got a basic notebook, all right? And you need to be writing each and every workout down. You can even get very descriptive with it, okay? So I'll go over the details here in a second, but see what I got here? It's just a notebook, and this one is about full, but so you can see I got different stuff written down here, all my workouts, every single day. Got to keep track, got to keep track. So this is very, very important. All right, now let's go over a couple different details that you could be doing within your battle plan. All right, so other than just working the weights or writing the workouts down and just logging what you've been doing for training, you know, that's just kind of the first step. All right, so you want to be obviously writing down what you're using for weights, how much rest time you're taking, you know, reps and sets, all that different stuff. You want to be able to track that. You want to be able to go back and kind of track that, see where you're coming along with. Even if you're not following a program, it's still very important to have something like that that you can follow, okay? Now, if you want to take it to the next level, you can get a lot more deep with this stuff. So, for example, a couple years back when I first got started, I would write not only my workout in there and everything else with it, I would write down the time of day that I was working out. So if it was in the morning, like 10 a.m. or in the evening, 7 p.m., whatever, write that down because you can also use that as a variable. So if your workouts are just complete crap, look at the times that you're training. Are you training too early in the morning, training too late at night? Maybe you need to switch up the time that you're training, okay? So that's something else that you can add into it. Another thing I was writing in there is what my mood was like. Was I tired? Was I hungry? Did I just eat? Did I feel full? You know, write different things like that, because basically what this is your training journal. You know, it's your plan of attack. It's something that you can use as a reference to help push you to the next level. If you don't record the stuff in black and white, you know, you're not going to have evidence. You're not going to be able to go back and check. Okay? You don't necessarily need to use a notebook. You can log all this stuff down on a computer. You know, you see all these people walking around with their iPads. You know, put this stuff into your iPad. Record it. That's the main thing. So just going a little bit further, like I said, you can get very, very descriptive about this stuff. Okay? So writing down the way you feel, like I said, hungry, not hungry, full, you know, low energy. Maybe you were depressed that day. Maybe you were jacked up, something happened in your life, you were pumped up. You know, write that stuff down because that stuff can make a difference. Maybe you heard a song on the way to the gym. Write that down. You know, it could be anything. Because then you can go back, find out what motivates you, what kind of gets you in the mood to push you to the next level, have a better training session, because it's all about going to war, beating your last workout. You got to constantly get better. We never stay the same. We're never good enough. You got to keep taking the right steps forward. And to do that, you got to have a battle plan. You got to have a strength journal. You got to be writing stuff down, follow it. You know, and it's good to just go back and look to see where you've come. So, for example, if you're kind of down, you think you had a bad training session, you know, go back a couple months. Look at your workouts. I guarantee you there's some areas where you've progressed. Maybe there's some areas where you've stayed the same. You know, but you got to just find motivation in that. It's a battle plan, all right? It's your attack plan. You got to have it. It's crucial. If you don't have one, get one right now. Go out, buy a badass notebook. You know, I don't know what it is. It's the color blue. That's why I got that. If you know, like when you get first place in something, you get a blue ribbon. That's why I got it. Okay, so that kind of reminds me of that. You know, show up first. Be first place every time you train. That's got to be the mindset that you go through. All right. So go out. This is your homework. If you don't have a battle plan, you don't have a logbook to record your workouts in, go out, find a badass notebook, let me know about it, tell me what you're going to start writing in that thing, and start recording. It's your own personal diary of training, all right? Another way to eliminate weakness, get a battle plan, start writing your stuff down, make no excuses about it, go out, get it right now. These things, you can get these things for like 50 cents. Go out, do it, don't make excuses. Get it done. I'm Travis Stetzel, TravisStetzel.com. Live aggressive, get strong.